Intuition, a word that evokes a sense of mystery, a whisper of knowing without knowing why. It guides our decisions, shapes our perceptions, and colors our experiences. We rely on it daily, often without realizing its pervasive influence. But what is intuition, and how does it operate within the intricate machinery of our minds? From the seemingly mundane choices we make at the grocery store to the flashes of insight that propel scientific breakthroughs, intuition plays a pivotal role in our lives. It is the silent advisor in the background, whispering possibilities and nudging us towards certain paths. Yet for all its ubiquity, intuition remains an enigmatic force, often perceived as nebulous and difficult to grasp. But what if we could peel back the layers of this enigma and begin to understand the mechanisms that underpin our intuitive leaps? What if beneath the surface of seemingly instantaneous knowing there lies a hidden logic, a set of rules that govern the dance of intuition? In this exploration, we will delve into the fascinating world of intuition, using the unexpected lens of a card trick and the philosophical insights of Ludwig Wittgenstein to illuminate the hidden workings of this elusive mental phenomenon. Imagine this: a magician asks you to focus on a deck of cards, their movements a blur of practiced dexterity. They fan the deck, a cascade of colors and symbols, and ask you to choose a card, any card, without revealing your selection. You focus your attention, drawn to a particular card as if by instinct. Is it the vibrant red of a heart, the stoic face of a king, or the intricate design of a spade that captures your eye? The magician continues their routine, seemingly reading your mind as they narrow down the possibilities, finally revealing the very card you had chosen. This simple card trick, with its air of the impossible, offers a glimpse into the workings of intuition. Our attention, often drawn to the most salient or emotionally resonant option, becomes anchored to that initial impression. This phenomenon, known as the anchoring effect, highlights how our minds tend to latch onto the first piece of information we receive, even when that information might be arbitrary or irrelevant. In the context of the card trick, the initial randomization of the deck creates an illusion of choice, leading us to believe that we freely selected a card. However, our focus, often guided by unconscious biases and preferences, hones in on a particular card, creating a sense of significance around that choice. The magician, skilled in the art of observation and suggestion, can often pick up on these subtle cues, leading to the seemingly magical revelation of our chosen card. To further understand the hidden logic of intuition, let us turn to the work of Ludwig Wittgenstein, one of the most influential philosophers of the 20th century. In his groundbreaking work, Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus, Wittgenstein introduced the concept of the table of logical forms. This table, a testament to Wittgenstein's belief in the power of logic to illuminate the workings of language and thought, aimed to provide a comprehensive framework for understanding the structure of all possible propositions. While the Tractatus is a complex and multifaceted work, the concept of the table of logical forms offers a compelling lens through which to view the seemingly illogical realm of intuition. Wittgenstein argued that all meaningful propositions, regardless of their complexity, could be broken down into simpler atomic propositions, each representing a distinct state of affairs in the world. These atomic propositions, combined and manipulated according to logical rules, form the building blocks of our thoughts and utterances. Just as a complex sentence can be parsed into its constituent parts, revealing the underlying grammatical structure, so too can our intuitions be analyzed to uncover the logical framework that underpins them. While this framework might not always be readily apparent to our conscious minds, it nevertheless guides our intuitive leaps and judgments. Returning to our card trick example, we can see how the initial command, choose a card, any card, sets in motion a chain of mental events that ultimately leads to our seemingly free choice. This initial command acts as an anchor, framing our perception of the situation and influencing our subsequent decisions. Our minds, seeking to make sense of the task at hand, begin to process the available information, filtering the vast array of possibilities through the lens of the initial command. We might focus on certain suits, numbers, or even the position of the cards in the deck, our attention drawn by a combination of conscious preferences and unconscious biases. This initial framing effect extends far beyond the realm of card tricks, permeating our everyday lives and shaping our decisions in countless ways. From the news articles we read to the conversations we have, the way information is presented to us profoundly influences our interpretations and judgments. For example, imagine being presented with two identical pieces of meat, one labeled 90% lean and the other 10% fat. While both labels convey the same objective information, studies have shown that people perceive the 90% lean meat as healthier and more appealing, simply because of the way the information is framed. This highlights the power of the first command, the initial anchor that sets the stage for our subsequent perceptions and decisions. Whether we are conscious of it or not, our minds are constantly being primed by the information we encounter, our thoughts and judgments subtly influenced by the framing effects that surround us. Section 5. Intuition's algorithm revealed. If we accept the premise that our intuitions, like all thoughts, are ultimately governed by a set of underlying rules, then it follows that these rules, however complex or elusive, could be mapped out and understood. Just as a computer program follows a specific algorithm to execute tasks, so too might our intuitions operate according to a set of cognitive algorithms, processing information and generating outputs based on a combination of innate predispositions and learned experiences. These algorithms, honed by evolution and shaped by our individual journeys, allow us to navigate the complexities of the world around us, making rapid judgments and decisions without the need for conscious deliberation. While the exact nature of these intuitive algorithms remains a subject of ongoing research and debate, we can begin to piece together the key elements that contribute to their power and influence. One crucial element is pattern recognition. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns in the world around us, constantly scanning for similarities, connections, and recurring themes. This innate ability to detect patterns allows us to make sense of chaos, to find order in randomness, and to extrapolate from past experiences to predict future outcomes. Another key element is emotional tagging. Our emotions, far from being mere bystanders in the theatre of our minds, play a crucial role in shaping our intuitions. We tend to associate certain feelings, both positive and negative, with specific experiences, people, and objects. These emotional tags, often formed unconsciously and based on a combination of innate predispositions and past experiences, serve as powerful shortcuts, allowing us to make rapid judgments and decisions without the need for lengthy deliberation. Section 6. Randomness and the illusion of choice. The card trick, with its emphasis on initial randomization, highlights another fascinating aspect of intuition, its interplay with randomness. We often perceive our intuitions as arising from a place of deep inner knowing, a wellspring of wisdom that guides us towards the best possible outcomes. However, as the card trick demonstrates, our sense of agency, our belief that we are in control of our choices, can be surprisingly fragile, easily swayed by subtle cues and manipulations. The initial randomization of the deck creates an illusion of infinite possibilities, leading us to believe that we have freely chosen a card from a vast pool of options. However, this sense of freedom is often illusory, our attention subtly guided by a combination of unconscious biases, emotional associations, and the framing effects of the situation. The magician, through their actions and words, further shapes our perceptions, narrowing the field of possibilities and leading us towards a predetermined outcome. This is not to say that our intuitions are always wrong or that free will is merely an illusion. Rather, it highlights the importance of understanding the factors that influence our intuitive leaps, recognizing that even our most deeply held beliefs and convictions can be swayed by forces beyond our conscious awareness. Section 7. Beyond the surface, the limits of intuition. While intuition can be a powerful tool, it is important to acknowledge its limitations. Just as a skilled magician can exploit our cognitive biases to create illusions of the impossible, so too can our own intuitions lead us astray, particularly when faced with complex or unfamiliar situations. Our intuitive judgments are often based on heuristics, mental shortcuts that allow us to make quick decisions but can also lead to systematic errors in thinking. These cognitive biases, while often helpful in simplifying complex information, can also blind us to alternative perspectives, leading to confirmation bias, the tendency to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms our pre-existing beliefs. Furthermore, our intuitions are shaped by our past experiences, which can be both a blessing and a curse. While our accumulated knowledge and wisdom can guide us towards sound judgments, our past successes can also breed overconfidence, leading us to rely too heavily on intuition in situations where a more deliberate approach would be wiser. Section 8. Embracing the dance of logic and intuition. The key to harnessing the power of intuition lies in recognizing its strengths and limitations, embracing its enigmatic nature while remaining aware of its potential pitfalls. Intuition and logic, often portrayed as opposing forces, are in reality two sides of the same coin, complementary aspects of our cognitive toolkit that, when used in harmony, allow us to navigate the complexities of the world around us. Logic provides the framework, the structure upon which our thoughts and arguments are built. It allows us to analyze information systematically, to identify inconsistencies, and to construct sound arguments. Intuition, on the other hand, provides the spark, the flash of insight that allows us to see connections that logic alone might miss. It is the voice of our subconscious whispering possibilities and nudging us towards creative solutions. By embracing the dance of logic and intuition, by learning to recognize when to trust our gut feelings and when to engage in more deliberate analysis, we can enhance our decision-making abilities, unlock new levels of creativity, and navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and insight. Section 9. The enduring allure of the unknown. The card trick, with its air of mystery and the impossible, serves as a reminder of the enduring allure of the unknown. Our minds, wired to seek out patterns and make sense of the world around us, are endlessly fascinated by that which defies easy explanation. Intuition, with its ability to connect seemingly disparate ideas, to bridge the gap between the conscious and unconscious mind, holds a special place in our collective imagination. It is the realm of dreams, of hunches, of those moments when the universe seems to whisper secrets in our ears. While science continues to unravel the mysteries of the human mind, intuition remains an enigmatic and captivating phenomenon. By embracing the unknown, by remaining open to the possibility of hidden connections and unexpected insights, we keep the spirit of curiosity alive, fostering a sense of wonder and awe that enriches our lives and propels us towards new discoveries.